My dear, I know you've been waiting for me for far too long now. You've been patient, perhaps more than anyone else would have been, waiting for me to take that one step, to make a move, to speak my truth, and to acknowledge what's been building between us for so long. You've been silently hoping I would stop hiding behind my own confusion and doubts, and finally come forward to express what lies deep within my heart. You've waited for clarity, for confirmation, for answers to the questions that I know swirl through your mind each day and night. You've been waiting for me to stop running, not just from you, but from my own feelings. Please know, I have not been blind to your emotions. I've not been deaf to the silent cries of your heart, nor have I been untouched by the love you've so patiently offered me. I see the roller coaster of emotions that this connection has put you through. I sense your longing, your moments of pain, your confusion, and above all, the immense love you carry in your heart for me. I know how deeply you think about me. I know there have been nights when tears filled your eyes, wondering whether I ever felt the same. I know you've questioned whether this connection is real, whether it's mutual, and whether I would ever acknowledge what's been between us all along. And for all of that, for the waiting, the hurting, the emotional turmoil, I am truly, deeply sorry. I am sorry for the silence, for the hesitations, for the time I took to face my own heart. I took far too long to come to terms with what I feel, and in doing so, I made you carry a weight that should never have been yours to bear alone. I see now just how much that delay has affected you, and it breaks my heart to realize that I caused you so much emotional unrest. But my love, I want you to know, I am done waiting. I am done second-guessing. I am done living in the shadows of doubt and fear. The time has come for truth, for clarity, and for action. I can no longer stand still while you carry the burden of wondering. You deserve so much more. You deserve someone who doesn't just say they care, but shows it, someone who chooses you every day without hesitation. And from this moment forward, I intend to be that person. I want to be transparent and honest with you, completely and wholeheartedly. No more games. No more holding back. I want to lay everything on the table and take that leap of faith, together. You see, this connection between us is not just a coincidence. It's not a passing feeling or a fleeting moment. It is real. It is powerful. It is life-altering. And it has taken me all this time to truly understand that you are not just someone I care about, you are the person I want to build a future with. I feel it in every beat of my heart, my destiny is tied to you. You have been my constant, my quiet hope, even when I couldn't see it clearly myself. And now, I wish to move forward with intention, with love, and with the commitment you've always deserved. I want to take actions that will show you, not just tell you, that I am serious about you. I want you to feel secure in this connection, to know that it's not one-sided, and to trust that I'm here now, ready and willing to give you the love you've been waiting for. I love you, deeply, truly, endlessly. I think about you day and night. You're in my thoughts when I wake up and when I fall asleep. And more than anything, I've been thinking about how we move forward, how we begin a new chapter where love isn't something to be questioned or hidden, but something to be shared openly and fearlessly. You deserve justice, not only in love but in life. And I want to be the one who gives it to you, not with grand promises, but with steady, consistent actions. I want to give you the kind of love you've dreamed of, the love that nourishes your soul, that calms your fears, and that makes you feel cherished every single day. I want to show you how much you mean to me, and how every word you've spoken, every act of kindness you've shown, has left a lasting imprint on my heart. Thank you for loving me even when I gave you nothing to hold on to. Thank you for your unwavering patience, for your compassion, your gentleness, your strength. You are extraordinary, and I am so incredibly fortunate to have you in my life. I don't take your love for granted, not anymore. Now, I want to spend the rest of my life by your side. I want to be your partner, your confidant, your safe space. I want to shower you with all the love and affection that has been building within me. The time for waiting is over. Change is coming, my love. And it begins now, with us. From the very beginning of our lives, we are taught to control ourselves. As children, we're told to behave properly, to not speak or act without thinking, and to follow rules that often stifle our natural instincts. While discipline and awareness are important, this constant messaging conditions us to associate control with safety, success, and acceptance. As a result, we grow up believing that controlling every aspect of our lives is not only necessary but also ideal. We begin to control our reactions, our thoughts, and even our feelings. We attempt to navigate the world by predicting outcomes, shaping situations, and suppressing emotions that feel too raw or too vulnerable to express. This tendency to control becomes deeply ingrained in us. We try to manage every situation, whether it's in relationships, careers, or everyday interactions. When we develop feelings for someone, we often don't express them out of fear. We suppress our emotions and convince ourselves that hiding them is safer. We try to control how others perceive us and even attempt to dictate how they should behave, especially in front of others. This behavior stems from a fear of judgment, of being seen as too emotional, too needy, or simply not enough. But in our quest to maintain this illusion of control, we begin to disconnect from ourselves. We stop listening to our inner voice, and slowly, we bury the pure, uninhibited part of us, our inner child. As we move into adulthood, we begin to feel the consequences of this disconnection. Life feels mechanical, uninspired, and often unfulfilling. We may follow the path society laid out for us, get a good job, earn money, be responsible, but somewhere along the way, we start to question it all. Why, despite doing everything right, do we still feel empty inside? Why do we long for something more, something real? It's then that many of us realize how much of ourselves we've silenced in order to fit in, to be accepted, to succeed. We regret the moments we held back, the chances we didn't take, the words we never spoke. We think back to a time when we could have followed our hearts but chose instead to follow fear disguised as logic. This realization doesn't come only in the context of love, it spans every part of our lives. Our education, our careers, our relationships, and our daily choices are often driven by beliefs and habits we've picked up unconsciously since childhood. Our minds are trained to follow a particular formula for happiness, success, and security. We rarely stop to ask ourselves whether this formula actually works for us personally. We don't notice how trapped we are in these patterns until something inside us wakes up, a moment of awareness, an epiphany. It suddenly becomes clear, we were never meant to live our lives for others. We were born to live authentically, to experience life in a way that aligns with our own truth. Yet, we often fall into the trap of living by someone else's expectations. We prioritize what our family wants, what society accepts, and what the world applauds, all the while ignoring what we truly desire. We neglect our own happiness in the process. Many people go through life without experiencing real peace or joy, not because they didn't work hard or achieve enough, but because what they achieved wasn't what their heart yearned for. Achievements become hollow victories when they don't resonate with your soul. Real fulfillment doesn't come from external rewards. It comes from living in alignment with who you are at the core. We are told that life is a competition, that we must keep running faster than others or be left behind. But in truth, there was never a race to begin with. Everyone is born with a different path, a different purpose. Comparing our lives to others only leads to anxiety, insecurity, and discontent. Instead of constantly striving to be better than others, we should focus on being true to ourselves. Listen to your heart. What does it want? What makes it sing? When you begin to follow what brings you joy, everything else, success, recognition, abundance, starts to flow naturally. Materialistic pursuits, while not inherently wrong, will never fulfill you if your heart is elsewhere. You could have all the money in the world and still feel restless if you're not doing what aligns with your inner truth. Happiness is found in the small, quiet moments, in doing what you love, in being surrounded by people who accept you as you are, in choosing joy over fear. When you live authentically, there's no need to chase happiness, it finds you. So pause. Reflect. Take a moment to talk to yourself. Ask yourself what you truly want, not what you should want, not what others expect of you, but what you desire. The answer might surprise you. It might even change your life. Listen to that voice within. You are beautiful, not just in appearance, but in essence. You don't need to control every part of your life to be worthy, to be enough. Fall in love with yourself again. Let go of the illusion of control, and allow life to unfold with trust and courage. In doing so, you may discover a freedom and happiness you never thought possible.